Ooh, we're live streaming. We've got Rodney and Thomas from the show Thomas Hall
What are you doing?
off of video at the moment. Rodney should be jumping on video shortly. We're already live streaming though right now.
You don't sound enthused.
Oh yes, it's just much easier when
You see
Dobson's here because she'll take over. Like I make her co-host, and then I can go to the bathroom because I'm an old man. I always have to go to the bathroom, so it's no secret. Everyone on the show knows and that watches. So,
I guess that's where Rodney is.
yeah, that's probably where Rodney is. And I had asked them to post a link on the page, so they're not. I'm going to have to do that on my own. No, it was really fun. Appreciate that, Thomas.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
interesting that this is our first real introduction to each other, but
We're just not in the same circles.
no.
I'm just not cool.
Quite the opposite. I'm the one that's.
You're the one with the guitars in the background. Yeah.
You can see them. Oh yeah. Well, you watch an episode or two, they give me grief for that too. Like all those guitars, they're always in the show, but we never see you play them.
Well,
yeah.
maybe it's time to break one out.
Not tonight.
We can have a little sing along.
No. And the drum kit underneath the Texas flag. That's.
Oh, I thought maybe there was a dead body.
Yeah, no, drum kit. Yeah, my son actually last week when Rodney and I did the show. Hey, Rodney. When Rodney, did you post?
I haven't posted it.
If you could, I can't. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting no post option at the moment. Oh, there it is. Create post, but that's okay. You'll just do it because you're Rodney. You do everything that Dana doesn't do, which is most everything. Now, while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and start the show for those at home. Let me pull up the thing. Yeah, so last week, Rodney and I did the show, just us two, and I had the intro and outro song was actually my son and I. He was playing on the kit, and I was playing all the other instrumentation, except for lead guitar on the outro was by Brandon, who does our intro and is about to do what you're about to hear right now. So let me get that going, and we'll start the show. Share screen. And go. Maybe I'm gonna play it.
Fill your glasses up and sit your asses down. Coming to you live from their living rooms to yours, it's time for Dads After Dark.
Hey everybody, welcome to Dads After Dark. Adrian, how are you?
You're muted.
You're muted. Are you at a show?
Are you at third floor?
Are you at third? Where are you?
You're muted.
You're muted. I can't hear you. Where are you?
You're still muted.
Yeah. Is she doing this? Okay, Mike.
Is this like Zoom bingo where we can?
Yes, right. What are you doing?
I don't know. Just trying to type.
She's on her phone, right?
She's on her phone.
Did I really say that? Like she's on her phone. I'm at third floor, about to watch a barbecue show.
So we need to see it. Turn the camera around.
Turn that camera around. What are you doing?
Give the people what they want.
She can't hear us.
Free entertainment.
A TTC vet is performing.
What? Whomst.
Not me. You're welcome.
You notice, Thomas, who's not here.
Yeah, Kilgore.
Yeah, that was not a joke.
He has to go to
Catherine
bed.
Pope.
Okay, good night. Bye.
And
Bye, Adrian. This may be
no.
a short Dads After Dark if no one else joins. Where's David Manuel? Oh, did you post?
I did, but it's being very slow. No, yeah, it's posted. It's published.
Okay. Well, let's hope that other people join, because if no one joins in the next 15 minutes, it's like the professor rule, like screw it. We're just done for the night. I'm tired, man. I gotta tell you, like, work has been in freaking insane. We're short staffed. We just did a shift bid, so all those things that can come out of a shift bid, and folks not very happy, and you got to try to accommodate as best you can. It's just it's tough. And then we just lit up Delta's flying like crazy now, and Americans flying like crazy, and we have the smallest staff we've ever had, because during COVID, you just attrition, right? Like you don't need to hire more people because nobody's flying, so you're not getting the volume. For Thomas, I do my team supports in-flight Wi-Fi, chat Wi-Fi, when you're in flight with American, Delta, Azul, Neo.
So I complain to you when it doesn't work.
Yeah. Do I need to look up your name in our system and see how many times you've complained to us? That no,
I'll never complain, but
yeah, certainly. It would be this team in College Station. If you fly American or you fly Delta,
American.
That's
my last flight on American in June to Alabama. It's supposed to have Wi-Fi, and it did not.
Oh, it did not.
Well, I mean, the Wi-Fi was there, but it was not functioning.
So there is a chat.
I blame you.
That you can. There's a chat that you can use in flight that rides a different network piece than what the Wi-Fi does for the cabin, and that works 99.999% of the time. If you can't get on, they'll do some troubleshooting, try to get you on, try to fix you, and that's what they do. And we're talking millions of passengers a day, and we are only supporting with 8 people, and nobody does not get help. Like, everyone gets help. We're very fast and efficient and the product's good enough that, I mean, that many people flying, that many people purchasing Wi-Fi, and we only have 8 people supporting it. So
those bots help.
No, we have no bots. Actually, I was in a meeting today, Language IO, for translation for Azul, Aeromexico, some other, things that we support, and we need that translation help. And that was one of the things that they were, hey, what about some bots? You guys use bots? I'm like, no, we don't use bots, and it takes too much time to set up right now. We don't have time to set that kind of stuff up. So I wish we had some bots. Don't let my team hear me. They don't listen to me. They don't care. They don't watch this show. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. Wife got a new job, Rodney.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
You told me that.
Oh yeah, last week we were talking. That's right.
Still doing staffing, right?
Yeah, but just with a different company, and it's freaking insane. Hey, you guys know any millennials that work in call centers? Because I cannot finish my dissertation until I have enough surveys to do my research, and I don't have enough surveys still. I've only got like 30 surveys. I need like 100.
Well, there's this place called Wayfair that hired a lot of millennials.
Yeah. I actually wanted to talk to Carly about that. I need to reach out to her. She's a manager there at Wayfair. See if she could get my link to some people, take that survey.
Yeah.
But I've been doing this dissertation piece for a year and a half now, right? Yeah. I mean, I was starting on it last January, February, and here we are a year and a half later, and I still haven't completed my research piece of the dissertation because it's COVID. Like, I mean, getting your dissertation committee together, it has been a nightmare. So
what kind of call center? Does it matter what type?
No, just contact center, millennials and contact centers. That's what I need for the research piece. And it's the job satisfaction survey by Spectre that's been around since the 90s. Like, it's a tool that is an industry standard, but I need their data, taking that survey to do the piece that I need for my research. So
I hear cowbell.
Cowbell?
Yeah. Keep hearing this. Somebody's clanging something.
Yeah, it's my
What we need more is cowbell.
I
Or,
got a fever.
Or harpsichord.
Oh yeah, that harpsichord.
The chord.
Bach had a little harpsichord now and then too. That was some nice stuff, man. I don't know what it is about the harpsichord. You're right though. It's so different and unique. But after about 20 minutes, it's like okay. I
That's
need to
enough,
move.
yeah. Moving on. Moving
My
on.
ears are bleeding.
Can we go back to the piano?
Yeah. Did you play any other instruments outside of the brass stuff?
I do not. I mean,
I
I can play Twinkle Twinkle and Squirrel on the piano, but that doesn't really
Oh,
count, does it?
Chopsticks, dun, dun, dun. Rodney, do you play an instrument?
No. I grew up Church of Christ. We don't do instruments.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Or the friends I had that were Church of Christ, they wanted to have music at their wedding, so they put a piano in the back of a truck and opened the windows of the church and played the piano from the back of the truck. And I'm like, you're legalistic if you're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure there were people sitting in the audience going,
Well, I'm sure the cemetery was just rolling. You could probably see it moving, just spinning in their graves that the fact music's being played.
"Yep,
Goodness. Are you The Heights? Is that out yet, Rodney?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
yeah, it's
Was
good."
it good?
Yeah, it's on. Is it on Disney Plus? No, it's we watched it on HBO Max. HBO Max. Yeah.
And there's another one, Brooklyn. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
It's spelled like BRKLND. Like there's no vowels or
Okay.
something like that. I don't know. And like nobody's watching tonight, so I don't know what we got nobody. And this is the bad thing about not being consistent and having a show every week, because back in the day, back in COVID time when no one had anything else to do, the After Dark, we'd have 10, 12, 15 people sometimes. And then we'd have, 10, 15 people watching at that time. And then of course, yeah, I need to kind of look at our views and see what's going on there, see how things are going right now, since we're just kind of pock shots. We need to come up with something that's more standard than just, oh, hey, we're doing a show this week.
Yeah.
So, and again, Thomas, this was all set up for getting together. It was, Rodney's pulling us all together for a quote unquote podcast, which we turned into this big old crazy thing now. But it really was to push theater and keep those people involved with the community. And yeah, it's been great. We start talking about now and then, like, oh, what can we do with this platform now? And should we do something a little different or make it bigger, expand? And I got to tell you, now that COVID's not over, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I won't have time for this. Like, I'm actually having to work. Like, I used to spend like all day Friday doing the post-production on the show and uploading it, and before we moved to live. And yeah, I don't have time for that anymore.
Shameful.
It is. I can't do the things I enjoy.
We'll decide this if you should continue post-production or not easily with
Magic 8 Ball.
We need to incorporate a Magic 8 Ball into our show.
So we're going to ask it, right? Should you? Without a doubt, you should continue.
Oh,
Without a doubt.
No.
there we
Too
go.
bad I can't tip it so you can see it.
I don't believe you. So you live in this area and have for how many years?
January of 2013. So what's that? 8.5?
Wow. Yeah.
Roughly. Yeah.
And Rodney, you were born and raised here? No, you were born in Hobbs or something. Where are you born?
Yep, I was born in Hobbs, New Mexico.
Oh, and you talk about Mertzon or San Angelo being the armpit of Texas.
I mean, I don't
Hamza.
live there. I don't
Well, he
live
did
there, and I have
move.
no plans whatsoever to ever return there.
I don't have plans now to return there.
All of my family have moved out because they're smart too. So
You cannot control where you're born, but you can control where you live.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I had kicked around maybe moving back to the San Angelo area, and all he did for 3 weeks was just berate me about San. Wait, have you even been to San Angelo?
Yes. I mean, everybody has to drive through there once, right? To get somewhere.
I mean, you do you, but good
I
luck with
dated a
that.
girl from San Angelo.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, 100%.
She
That
was fun.
So I actually went to high school in Mertzen, which was about 25 miles outside of San Angelo. 1A school, tiny. We only had 25 in our graduating class. And yeah, football was terrible. Like you, so I ended up injuring myself in the last show that I was in and it was my knees. And I ended up with an MRI, and it was like, yeah, you don't have anything torn like in your other one. I had a torn meniscus in my left knee. My right knee, it was, you've got some abnormal wear and arthritis. And I'm like, God bless it, I'm old. Like, but West Texas high school football, man, like you just did it, and pain, and you just play through it, and it's just how it was. I'm sure it was the same in Alabama, like those people playing sports, and especially football, I guess, in Alabama. I don't know. I never lived there.
Just
tell
say,
me.
well, I mean, I graduated with a 25 as well.
Nice.
And I played basketball up until 9th or 10th grade, when they told me that if I wanted to continue playing basketball, I had to play football. So I went because we needed that many players. And so I went out for spring training. And at the time, the coaches were running what was called the Notre Dame box. The Notre Dame box requires you to have a center that can snap it to 4 different people.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to have someone that can remember all the plays. So they chose me.
Oh.
And so I learned it all. I was like, this is great. And I don't know why it dawned on me. So we finished our spring game, and I'm like, okay, what happens when we're in a real game and after I snap it, what do I do? And they said, fall to the ground. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. Like, because the problem is, I was like 180 pounds. I'm like, that 300-pound nose guard is going to stomp my butt into the ground. So no, I'm good.
Yep. Yeah, I always thought it was interesting when you have these small 12-man schools, 1A schools, where you're playing both ways. But like the linemen were always huge. Like, on defense, like I didn't understand that. I was a tight end at 180 pounds, and the guy I was going against as defensive end was about 180, maybe 2, but all the defensive linemen were like 300 pounds in high school. Like, where do you find these people? Oh, well, you're the big guy, you're nose guard, and you're the 3, and you're the 3, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, man, no. I'm fragile.
Still are. I think they recruit from McDonald's.
We
The
didn't have
customers, not the employees.
Oh, okay. Did you have what did you have in your town?
I didn't have a town. The nearest gas station was 8 miles away. We were a 4-way stop. We were a school and a church.
Wow.
Seriously. The fun thing is you drove into the nearest town 15, 20 minutes away. And that's where you went. The big shopping experience was the Super Walmart that had just been built.
Goodness.
Yeah, whenever you said you were playing all the instruments that you played, I was wondering if your school was one of those that had, the players would come out on the field still in their, their football pads.
We weren't that far. We were close, but not. Now for the other sports, if we did like it had a pep band for the women's sports, some of the girls would do both. They'd be playing sports as well as playing an instrument, volleyball or etc. Basketball.
Of course, I had taught at a school in Fort Worth, a lot of schools do that in Fort Worth, just because like if you got a kid that's into anything, they're probably into everything. So it's just there's not enough kids to specialize.
Yeah.
Not that they don't have
it
enough
goes both-
kids, they just don't have enough kids that are interested enough
Mhm.
to specialize. You know what I mean? So
Well, it goes both ways. I think about it because I was a state FFA officer, I was an SGA president, I was all that stuff. But then if I were to, my kids are going to go into a 5A school, and they're going to have to choose one thing, really,
Yep.
one or two things to focus on.
Yeah.
You can't do what I did in a big 5A. I don't think. I mean, I doubt it.
I mean, you can try. Josie is going to be a sophomore at Bryan High, and
She gonna go play on the tennis fields?
no, she's doing choir and theater, and she's good at both. Like it's just the way it is. She's really good at both, and she was able to get in. I can't remember what the name of the show, basically like the show choir at
Mhm.
Bryan High. It's like Vocal Legacy or something like that. I'm actually driving for their retreat this weekend, but
Have fun with that.
but they she got into that, and they require all their kids who are in that choir to also be in their chorale. They're one of their bigger choirs, and so that means she has to take 2 classes. Like she has to take the Vocal Legacy class, and then she also has to take the chorale class.
Mm.
Well, they have the same thing in theater, where she's in like the performance group or whatever, and so she has a class for performance group, and then but she has to be in one of the normal theater classes as well. So 4 of her classes are fine arts.
Arts, yeah.
Which is, that's all well and good, but she's she got into these things. Actually, she got into the theater one as a freshman. So she took 2 theater classes this year, and she'll basically take 2 theater classes for all of her career. And now she'll take 2, because most likely she'll do this choir thing for her whole high school career. So she's going to end up with like 22 credits, 22 fine arts credits, but she won't be able to graduate without doing summer school.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what the heck is this? But she was supposed to be in the International Baccalaureate program, but she's going to have to drop out of that. She's just not going to be able to. She's not going to
I
be
think
able
it's great that you were a sport dude, right? I mean, we've talked about
Yeah.
that before, and I was a sport dude. Like 1A school, you're playing everything. My son played soccer and did it well, like really well, to the point that when they moved and he tried out in Willis, they for the summer club, they were like, well, we don't really keep score, and he was like, well, I'm not gonna play. Like, why? And then he missed the tryout for the school because he's in band, and there was a miscommunication, and he missed his tryout, and the coach was like, nope, sorry. So he was like, all right, forget soccer. I'll just focus on band, and went to state last year, and just he's so amazing. What, you've met him, right? I mean, he's just a great kid, and he's fantastic in percussion. Section leader for percussion and in a 5A school. Like, that's like, I couldn't be more proud and happy actually that he's not going to have the knee issues I'm going to have, or have the aches and pains that I'll have because of football for forever. And encouraging kids to get into the arts, I just think it's so much more edifying to them and their future than sports at times, so long as they remain competitive, because I think being competitive is extremely important on how to deal with adversity, how to deal with disappointment and loss, and then also how to be a good winner too. So I appreciate that you're encouraging her to do that too, man. That's cool. What about your kids? Are they showing any interest, Thomas, in any of that kind of stuff?
Well, my oldest, he's going into 7th grade, and he's trombone player for
Nice.
A&M College Station Middle School, first chair. He's at band camp right now up in Canyon, Texas.
Nice.
But the younger one, no, he has no interest.
Yeah,
But maybe it'll change. He's interested in BJJ, so he likes rolling around on the mat and pinning people.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And my daughter, she was in percussion too. She led the pit at Hutto High School, and she was mallets though, not drums. I mean, you have to be able to play it all, right, as percussion. But her focus was the duels and the crazy crap they did. Like, she was so good at that. She's not doing any of that now. Actually, I get to see her tomorrow. They actually live in Oklahoma, her and my grandson. And they're going to be in town tomorrow for a few hours. So I'm going to take some time off work and go check out my daughter. She actually joined the show a couple of times, like when we first started it, with my grandson in there in the background, and it's really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
your
stuff.
family's good about supporting you. My family doesn't. They don't.
That's because they don't live with me. I have my daughter in Oklahoma, my son's in Willis. So, yeah. I mean, and Charlotte used to be good about supporting me, but I think she's over the dads. So, yeah, I said it. Oh, I don't think she can hear me. So, no, she's super supportive too. And I think, being involved in theater and Thomas, I guess you could probably vouch for this too. Just having a mate that supports you in your endeavors in the arts, whether it's being on the board, whether it's performing on stage, it's so important to have that support at home. Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. Well, I mean, we've been on for 30 minutes and nobody's joining. I'm good. I'm good with closing it out if you guys are.
It's fine with me. I'm kind of like Mike today. I have not yet eaten dinner. So
Oh, you're
You could've
intermittent
eaten on
fasting?
here.
no, I just haven't. I mean, I guess by default I'm intermittent fasting, but
Well, head on over to Dana's. He'll have a steak ready for you by the time you get there.
No, I'm intermittent fast. Actually, I've lost 35 pounds since when did we start Tuck Everlasting? Like, it started in Tuck where I started just dropping weight, and I started intermittent fasting and working, like doing all the dancing and all that stuff. Like, it burns calories, and it's all about the deficit of calories, right? But even still now, I'm intermittent fasting and playing Beat Saber for about 30 minutes a day, and killing 500 plus calories every time I do it. So why not? It's fun. It's enjoyable. I get to play with lightsabers and music. It's everything I love, man. So, but I eat a salad every day and have for like 3 months. Every lunch is a salad with some chicken on it. And you would think you'd get tired of it. Not yet. I'm sure I will get tired of it.
You were tired of it. You're just lying to yourself.
Yeah,
And
just keep telling myself.
I respect that of you. Yeah, that you're
I
lying.
try. So, well, Thomas, it was great having you again.
Nice to meet you.
We'll be
Maybe sometime in person.
100%, and we will.
Probably not.
No, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
we need to try and get people to come to board meetings in person. Like,
Mhm.
there's too much like no cameras on and like not paying attention. Like, people need to come to board meetings if they're going to be so.
And that's what we used to do. I mean, it was rare when we'd have a Zoom.
Well, if you don't
I
do
think-
the last minute changing times, locations, etc.
Yeah, that's true.
When you change times, you cut into my extracurricular activities. So
Hey, you can do your extracurricular activities at a board meeting. I do all the time.
I don't
Yep.
believe I can smoke a cigar inside. No.
That's why I go off
I
camera
wasn't paying
sometimes during
attention.
There's lots of asbestos in the theater.
the.
It's not gonna burn.
You don't. Yeah, you don't want to add cigar smoke to it. How about we just have the board meeting at the cigar shop?
No,
I'm game for that.
we should have the Diva Dads show at the cigar shop. Is it big enough?
Yeah. We just need to plan it out. Well, yeah, because it's after. Is it always Thursdays?
No, it's usually Fridays, but yeah.
If you do it, Fridays would be tougher, but if you did them Thursdays, we could pull it off. Especially if it's going to be at 9 o'clock on a Thursday, 9:15 on a Thursday.
Mhm.
Yes, we can definitely do it at the cigar shop in the back.
Well, and we do, like I stated in the beginning, like we did all pre-recorded post-production stuff prior to going live. So we are experienced in doing a recorded show as well. And I have no qualms about doing a recorded show and uploading it.
Yeah, we probably need to. It's probably not a bad idea to put some episodes in the can, so that whenever that way we can be more consistent, still putting episodes out even whenever we've got stuff going on.
Yeah, because you and I being in Tuck kind of through that whole coming out of COVID into the theater, we could have really done a lot with promoting all that stuff, but we couldn't. We were at the theater the whole time.
Yeah, we just didn't have all the stuff we needed to do it live. I've got all of my audio stuff, and it'll accommodate at least 3. I think I can get 4 on it now with a splitter. So, and if the splitter works, then I could probably get up to like 6 people live. So.
Yeah. Well, and I may still be going to Fort Worth on Saturday. And if that's the case, I can't go Saturday to fix that internet, but the internet needs to be looked at the theater before we try to do, like I said, the meeting we had yesterday, it was choppy and breaking up, just the Zoom, not not broadcasting. So
yeah, and you were right by the router.
Yeah, it's right there in the freaking something's not right, and I'll take a look at it tomorrow, or Saturday if I'm here. So cool. Thanks again, Thomas.
Yep.
Y'all have a good
You guys have
night.
fun.
We'll talk
See
to y'all
y'all.
later. Bye.
All right.